We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hall again on second down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Here's Hall again. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to Robinson now on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with home. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. We're scoreless after one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Flacco. Going right back to Wilson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hall on a give up the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 57's the mic, watch 57. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hurts steps away to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Flacco. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To pass, Flacco. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Yeah. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. That's 46 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jeff Wilson. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Flacco's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Flacco now on 4th. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, right back to Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Flacco. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. That pass complete to Moore. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Come on now, let's go. Oh, yeah, baby, all day, all day. Yellow.
Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Flacco's throw there complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Robinson up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Setting up to throw, Flacco. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Flacco's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
On second down, Mostert.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll run the toss to Mostert.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Myles Gaskin
from 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll run with Hall. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like,
down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Now Tua.
His throw incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Tua to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go. Rank 38. Let's go, D.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a foot.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Bring it! Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 57. Mike, 57. 11. Push him back. Deuce. Watch twins.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
11. 57, Mike, 57. Check back. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Shit. 11, Thomas. Shit.
Now it's Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ball again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57 Mike 57. Nice, sweetheart. 11.
Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 57 Ready? Nice line. 12. 57. Mike 57. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Flacco. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Flacco. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. 11.
Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Completes it to Davis. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. He's got room at the 30, and that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st down, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. There he goes, right side. The 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung him there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll run for it with Pollard. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 63 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Here's Hall again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now they'd really like to make the short field pick. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To pass, Flacco. A throw to the flat for Carter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Flacco. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Flacco's throw going to be caught by Davis. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Flacco now on fourth. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Flacco. That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back to Robinson now on first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run,
give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Open man here is Conklin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flacco.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Now Flacco.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Flacco to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.